Hello, I'm Gracie, Marvelous Books. Oh god. So, this booktuber who I watch, she's really fun to watch. I love her. She's great. Allie M Books, I will link her channel below, did this with like a huge bracket of some of her favorite books to find out what her ultimate all-time favorite book is, and I was like, oh my god, that's such a cool idea. And so she said that if anyone wants to do it, they definitely should. So I needed to do it. I'm so excited. This is gonna be so much fun. Actually scary though, so I think I'm gonna start with this side, but let's name them first. I have Shatter Me by Taha Mafi, Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo, Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too by Johnny Sun, Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys, The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater, Seven Ways We Lie by Riley Redgate, All Out edited by Sandra Mitchell, Witchwood by Taha Mafi, A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro, A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire, We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon, They Both Died Then by Adam Silvera, Protected by Claire Zorn, and Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I'm gonna start on this side and decide which one I like more out of both of them. I'll use the green pen or marker. I really like Six of Crows, but Shatter Me is definitely. You're not gonna be able to see that. This one is the really hard one for me because they're very different books and I don't really know how to, like, you can't really compare them because they're very different. So it's Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too against Between Shades of Grey. So Between Shades of Grey is historical fiction and I love that book. And Everyone's an Alien When You're an Alien Too is a graphic novel that like means a lot to me and I really love that book as well. My gut is saying Everyone's an Alien, but I don't know, that kind of hurts me because it's like betraying Between Shades of Grey. I'm gonna come back to that one. Yeah. Okay, so Raven Cycle versus Seven Ways We Lie. Raven Cycle. Raven Cycle for sure. Even though I haven't finished it, that's too bad. I love it too much. All Out, which is an anthology about queer teenagers throughout like a bunch of different times, and Witchwood, which is the second book in To Furthermore by Taha Mafi. I think Witchwood. I'm gonna have to go with Witchwood. I like how I try to have my handwriting like super cute over here and now I'm just like so my gut is still going with Everyone's an Alien, so I'm just gonna write that and everything will be fine. I don't think I'm gonna write out the whole thing. It is spelt like that, by the way. If that bothers you, I'm sorry, but that's how it's actually spelled. So we have A Study in Charlotte versus A Monster Calls. Oh, I think A Monster Calls, honestly. Like, I love A Study in Charlotte, but A Monster Calls, like, means so much more to me. Even though I met Brittany Cavallaro and I love her, A Monster Calls is much more meaningful and so sad and so good. Every Heart a Doorway versus We Were Liars, I think is actually an easy one. I'm gonna have to go with Every Heart a Doorway. And when I say, like, Shatter Me and Six of Crows and Every Heart a Doorway, A Study in Charlotte, I mean like that whole series, in case you're wondering. But I'm gonna say Every Heart a Doorway. So The Bone Season versus They Both Died Then that's actually pretty difficult. I can't, like, because The Bone Season is like a dystopian fantasy mix. I don't even know how to describe it. They Both Died Then like means so much to me, but The Bone Season is like one of my favorites. I'm gonna come back to that one. Protected versus Vicious. I'm gonna have to say Vicious because I recently read both of them, but Vicious more recently, and I loved Vicious so much. I'm spelling that right. I would cry if I wasn't. My gut is going with the bone season for some reason, and I thought it, like, I don't know. That's kind of weird, I guess. So now, should we go back to this side? And I want another colored marker. So Shatter Me versus Everyone's an Alien. Oh god. This is gonna hurt me, but Everyone's an Alien. The Raven Cycle versus Witchwood. That's really hard because, like I said, I haven't finished the Raven Cycle series, and Witchwood is one of my favorites. It deals with a lot of, like, beautiful themes, and it's just so good. Like, it's a middle grade, and I love it so much. I think I might actually go with Witchwood. Monster Calls versus Every Heart a Doorway. I think Every Heart a Doorway, because I love a Monster Calls, but Every Heart a Doorway is more meaningful to me because I relate to it more. Even though, like, that obviously hasn't happened to me, I just feel like the themes in it are very prominent. And even though Monster Calls deals with that grief, that's not something I've ever really had to experience, fortunately. But yeah, Vicious versus the Bones. I think maybe Vicious. No. I'm gonna say the Bone Season. Back to the pink marker. Back to Blossom. In case you don't know the Powerpuff Girls' names. This is Blossom. Okay, Everyone's an Alien versus Witchwood. This is not what I thought it would come down to, but I mean, for these two, I would say this is actually kind of hard. It's like, when I think of my favorite books, I never really, like, automatically think of Witchwood. I thought of, like, these four, and then, like, this, Raven Cycle as well. And then the rest I was kind of like, I don't know, what else are my favorite books? And then I started thinking of them, and I was like, oh. But Witchwood is, like, not something, like, if someone asked me what is your favorite book, or, I don't think I would ever say Witchwood, but, like, I kind of maybe like it more than Everyone's an Alien. I think I do. I think we're gonna have to go with Witchwood, which is crazy, actually. Wait. Am I spelling it right? That's my question. I feel like I completely forgot how to spell words. I really don't like this video. This is kind of hurting my soul a little bit. Every Heart a Doorway versus the Bone Season is also pretty hard because, like, I don't know, because, like, the third book in the Bone Season bored me so much. Like, I thought it was really boring until the end. But, like, every book in Every Heart a Doorway is super interesting and super good. And I think I'm gonna have to go with Every Heart a Doorway. So, like, this is weird for me because I always, like, considered Shatter Me and Everyone's an Alien, when you're an alien too, to be, like, my top favorite books. And those didn't even make, well, like, Shatter Me didn't even really make it to here. But, like, I don't know. This is a really hard, like, thing here because Witchwood I really love. I love both of these books because they have a lot of, like, middle grade elements, kind of, where, like, but also with, like, strong themes of, like, friendship and being yourself and, like, grief and all those things. And I really love those books. And I grew up reading middle grades that were very similar to these, and I think that's why I like them more than the other ones, which I never really realized. But this is really hard because I'm kind of thinking Witchwood. Maybe. I feel like, I think Witchwood. So, Witchwood is my favorite book, and I don't even own it, so that's an issue. That is, like, crazy to me. That is crazy. I don't understand. Like, since when is my favorite book Witchwood? I guess I learned something about myself today, so that's fun. I really hope you guys can, like, see this all right. I tried. I spent like an hour making, maybe more, like making this whole thing, and it was great. It was actually really therapeutic. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. This was crazy. Wow. My favorite book is Witchwood. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Witchwood by Taha Mafi. Like, I have all of Taha Mafi's books signed except for Witchwood. Wow. Thank you guys for watching. I upload most Tuesdays and every Friday. Bye.